Good afternoon, friends. Today we shall continue our discussions and we'll talk about finding balance. My friend, happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance, order, rhythm, and harmony. In my work, I'm often reminded that what works for some people does not necessarily work for others, and that one person's idea of balance may not constitute anything remotely balanced for another person's perspective. For example, you may find that you are focused on external things like work, relationship, and activities, and that you pay very little attention to what is going on inside your heart and mind. Or on the other hand, you may find that you spend so much time in being self-reflective that you sometimes miss out on experiences of living. You see, the internal mind, heart, and health. Mind, which is challenging yourself intellectually, creating opportunities for your mind to rest. And heart, giving love versus receiving love. Health, eating, drinking, exercising properly versus resting and treating yourself to some extra cuisine. External, your work, social, family, and fun. Work, pushing yourself to achieve goals versus seeing the bigger picture and enjoying the ride. Social, satisfying your social desires versus taking time for yourself. Family, fulfilling your family responsibilities versus creating healthy boundaries. Fun, allocating time for things you enjoy doing versus making sure you don't overdo any of it. As you can see, both ends of each spectrums are actually positive. But if either side is taken for an extreme to an extreme, something that is intended to be positive can end up being detrimental. My friends, if you feel pulled in any one direction and uneasy about it, so there are certain things it will help you to get your life aligned and get a balance. Acknowledge, take some time to really look at your life, your state of mind, and how you're feeling. Be honest with yourself and notice the areas of life that you are neglecting. Examine them. Notice if you're learning more towards an internal or external forces. And if there are areas that each category that would like to be more balanced. Set goals. Look at the outlines to help you decide which way you want to balance your life. You make a list, write down. Plan tasks. Make a list of daily, weekly, and monthly tasks that you will need to achieve. Each of these goals you plan, you set for yourself. What have you tried in the past? Did it work? If not, what can you do a little differently? Reflect. What is that most important to you have accomplished in the past? How did you stay focused toward this goal? How did you handle your fears, doubts, anxieties, worries, and negative self-talks? How does it feel to know that you accomplished the goal in spite of these parts of yourself? Prepare. What is your inner stuff? The stuff that will try to keep you from sticking to your plan. Fears, worries, doubts, negative thing. For example, just one more bite. I'll start eating better tomorrow. Make a list. Empower yourself. What you need to remember in these times, what are the things that you can say to that self-sabotaging part of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Balance won't feel good if you're cruel to yourself in creating it. Connect. If there is a person or a tactic you can use to keep yourself supported, motivated, and focused in those hard times. I highly recommend connecting and sharing your inner process with someone. Find someone who can help you challenge your inner demons and celebrate your little accomplishments. And my friend, then plan. Just like accomplishing any goal in life, it takes time and effort to overcome your habitual patterns. create new ones, new patterns. If you stay on track with this detail, these small processes I've discussed, within few months, maybe 2-3 months, there will be good chance you will create a new habits to enjoy a more balanced life towards and move forward. All this I've said, like if I want to sum up, that the human personality is in constant interplay of the three elements, and these are inertia, energy, and harmony. All these are always present, but one tends to dominate at any given time. Just as matter can exist as a solid, a liquid, or in a gaseous state like ice, water, and steam, our own energy states move in and move out of inertia, activity, and harmony. Inertia is least desirable. Inertia is least desirable, as I said, and energetic activity is much more desirable, but without control, it only consumes our time and gets us into trouble. Harmony is the state we desire to live in. Each of these states can be changed into one another, and ultimately we must reach the state of harmony. When we have lots of energy, we feel we have to act. We just cannot be idle. We get involved in activities and relationships primarily out of restlessness, and because we cannot restrain ourselves. Even when we see the warning signs, we get into a lot of trouble. To know when to plunge into activity and when to refrain from it requires judgment, detachment, and discrimination. Lack of discrimination is the greatest danger, my friends. A man and a woman with or abundant energy will see too soon identifying stickers, hurry and worry. Whenever desire is in control and the will lags behind, there is likely to be a trouble. Emotional distress, psychosomatic and physical ailments, personal entanglements with painful consequences. Then, when will and desire are in harmony, you enter into a state of perfect driving with power steering, power brakes, power everything. This is victorious living, a living with a balance. Life is balance. Life is a balance. You lose the capacity to be disappointed at any point of time. I repeat myself, my friend, that happiness is not a matter of intensity but of balance. And balance of these things I just discussed, the order, rhythm, and harmony. Control your energies, guide into the right direction, utilize in a perfect balance, and see that you will be a man who will always be happy and never be sad. Thank you very much.